Daredevil Born Again is truly something special. Netflix's Daredevil set a high bar as one of the best live-action superhero series ever, and the return of Charlie Cox's Matt Murdock, Vincent D'Onofrio's Wilson Fisk, and other iconic characters under Marvel Studios has raised expectations even further. The big question now is, did it deliver on that promise? In this video, we'll explore why Daredevil Born Again is quickly becoming Marvel's standout Disney Plus series. We'll examine how it pays homage to the acclaimed Netflix series while introducing unexpected emotional twists and deep narrative layers. Are you excited about Born Again? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you're a devoted Daredevil fan, hit that like button. Now, let's get into it. The first 2 episodes waste no time throwing us into the chaos. Unlike other MCU shows that feel like chopped-up movies, Born Again embraces its episodic format. And what's the first thing it does? It reminds us of the emotional core of the Netflix series, Matt, Foggy, and Karen. One of the best aspects of Born Again is how it doesn't just bring these characters back for nostalgia's sake. The show establishes that years have passed since we last saw them, and they've grown in interesting ways. Their law firm, once a dream, is now a thriving success. Matt is still the driven lawyer we know, but there's a newfound maturity to him. Karen, ever the sharp and relentless investigator, has channeled her past struggles into something constructive. And Foggy, our beloved Foggy, has settled into his role as the heart of the trio, keeping everything together. But then comes the gut punch. Wilson Bethel's Bullseye is back with a vengeance. But why? What fuels this brutal return? The answer lies in the consequences of Daredevil Season 3. After their explosive confrontation, Bullseye was left broken, physically and mentally. His body shattered, his mind fractured, and his reputation destroyed. The last time we saw him, he was undergoing experimental surgery, the remnants of his shattered spine being reconstructed. But while his bones were mended, his mind only darkened. He spent years nursing a singular burning grudge against Matt Murdock, against Daredevil, the man who took everything from him. Now, he's back. And he's not just looking to hurt Matt, he wants to ruin him. Bullseye knows exactly where to strike. He doesn't go for Matt directly, he goes for his heart. And so, in a masterstroke of manipulation, he orchestrates the perfect trap. With a well-timed distraction, he lures Matt away from Josie's bar. Just long enough. Long enough for him to walk in, gun in hand, long enough for him to smirk at Foggy Nelson and pull the trigger. The moment is brutal. There's no grand monologue, no drawn-out theatrics. Just a bang, and Foggy collapsing to the floor. Karen's scream cuts through the air as chaos erupts. Blood pools around Foggy as the bar turns into a war zone. Bullseye doesn't leave quietly. He wants Matt to hear what's happening. He wants to make sure this moment is seared into his soul. By the time Matt returns, it's already too late. What follows is classic Daredevil, brutal, relentless, and absolutely heartbreaking. Matt launches himself at Bullseye, and the fight that ensues is raw and desperate. There's no precision in Matt's attacks, only fury. But Bullseye is prepared. He taunts Matt as they fight, his laughter cutting through the chaos. One of the most haunting moments? Matt hearing Foggy's heartbeat fading as he fights. The camera work puts us inside Matt's head, his heightened senses making the moment unbearable. Every punch, every breath is filled with the weight of his best friend's life slipping away. And then, silence. Foggy is gone. The rage that overtakes Matt is terrifying. He doesn't just want to stop Bullseye, he wants to end him. In a moment of pure, unfiltered grief, he does something we've never seen before. He throws Bullseye off a building. Matt wanted him dead. And that moment, that decision, changes everything. This death destroys him. And in true Matt Murdock fashion, he pushes everyone away, including Karen. He buries himself in work, opening a new law firm with Kirsten McDuffie, but his passion is gone. His fire is extinguished. The weight of Foggy's death has drained him of purpose, and the guilt is suffocating. He tells himself he's done being Daredevil, but the city doesn't stop needing him. And then, he comes face to face with Wilson Fisk. Born Again gives us one of the best Matt Fisk scenes ever. The respect, the hatred, the history, it's all there. Fisk is playing the long game, now running for mayor of New York. And with Vanessa taking control of his empire, and cheating on him with the mysterious Adam, Fisk is more dangerous than ever. He's no longer just the kingpin of crime. He's positioning himself as the legitimate power of New York. And Matt? Matt has never been more lost. Fisk sees it. He thrives on it. And their conversation isn't just a reunion, it's a warning. The question isn't whether Matt will put the suit back on. It's when. In Episode 2, the tone of Daredevil Born Again shifts dramatically as we are introduced to the formidable presence of White Tiger. This is Hector Ayala's debut, a moment charged with raw energy and heroism. Meanwhile, Wilson Fisk, now the newly elected mayor of New York City, delivers an incendiary inaugural statement that not only condemns Daredevil but also takes aim at other vigilantes like the Punisher and even Spider-Man, a subtle nod to the latter's absence due to licensing. Despite his polished public image as a champion of the people, Fisk's words betray a deep-seated resentment toward anyone who dares challenge his authority. On New Year's Eve, during Fisk's victory lap, the narrative takes a darker turn in the subway. A bystander, Hector Ayala, steps in when he witnesses a brutal assault. Two thugs attack an unsuspecting man. Ayala's intervention is nothing short of heroic. He swiftly dispatches the attackers, though not without tragic consequences. One assailant accidentally plunges in front of a speeding train, while the other, revealing himself as a crooked police officer, brandishes a gun. This violent episode exposes a grim reality of police brutality and underscores the corruption festering within the NYPD. Haunted by the injustice and unable to ignore the mounting evidence of systemic corruption, a tormented Matt Murdock is compelled to act. Despite stern advice from his law firm partner, Kirsten McDuffie, Matt offers his legal expertise pro bono to defend Ayala, a decision that plunges him even deeper into a labyrinth of moral and legal dilemmas. As the case unfolds, Fisk's new administration shows its cracks. Vanessa's apparent indifference to public duty, a carefully orchestrated PR campaign involving freelance reporter Bibi Urich, the niece of the man who once exposed Fisk's darkest secrets, and the emergence of a key witness. Matters escalate when corrupt cops, one notably marked with a Punisher tattoo, confront Matt, forcing him into a brutal skirmish that reaffirms that his days as a crime fighter are far from over. Born Again has already been renewed for Season 2, set to premiere in 2026. With Kingpin firmly in power as New York's mayor, Karen forced out of the spotlight, and Matt Murdock standing at a crucial crossroads, the stakes have never been higher. Matt is grappling with the crushing guilt of past tragedies while a city in desperate need of its hero hangs in the balance. Every decision he makes now could redefine Hell's Kitchen and his own future. But what do you think about this dramatic turn of events? Are you loving Born Again as much as I am? Do you believe Matt will ever pick up the Daredevil suit again, or is he destined to walk a different path? Drop your theories and predictions in the comments below. And if you're hyped for what's coming next, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss a single update. I'll be back soon with more analysis and updates as this saga unfolds. Until then, stay passionate, stay curious, and remember, in Hell's Kitchen, the fight for justice never really ends. See you in the next video.